Hey everybody, Kristin LaVanway here. And here in the Phoenix real estate market, realtors have been drinking pretty heavily on behalf of their buyer clients for the last couple of years. You know, there's no inventory and you get treated like garbage and, you know, we care. And so we drink. The market's changing, it's shifting, there's a lot more advantages for buyers now. I think it's time that we started cutting down on the alcohol consumption. I do. So here's a couple of suggestions for you buyers to help us do just that. So the choice of lender, of course, is huge when you're buying a house. I mean, it could make or break the transaction. I've got some great lenders. You can call them, find out who you click with, who has the best rates, all that stuff. When you come back to me and say, oh, I found this great lender on the internet. He's so nice. Okay. Buyers right now have a lot of choices. They do. As soon as the house is listed on the multiple listing service, you can see it. You can see it. I set that up for you. I do that for you. When you write to me and say, but what about this house that I found on the internet? I didn't see it on your list. Why do you think that is? Because it's not actually for sale. You might have an offer on it already. Perhaps it was listed like 3 years ago and it was just never updated on the internet. Well, I look at the list I send you and go, there's gotta be more than this. You make yourself crazy, and you know what? You make me a little bit crazy too. I understand that you want the perfect house. I mean, you're spending a lot of money. I get that. I totally get that. But let me just say this. If I actually could take the kitchen from that house we saw last week and put it in the house that we're standing in right now, and then take this house and plant it in the lot from the house down the street that's not even on the market, you know, but that's like a half acre and backs onto the greenbelt, and then sort of magically put a pool there that doesn't exist, you know, don't you think I'd do that for you? I totally would. But the fact of the matter is that technology doesn't exist, okay? Not even Russell Shaw can do that. Really, he can't. I mean, I don't think he can anyway. We found the house. You're ready to put in an offer? And then what you say to me is this. You say to me, how much below the asking price should I make the offer? Because I want a good deal. Here's the thing. So, like, the house has a market value that may or may not be reflected in the listing price. And I'm going to tell you what that number is. I'm going to say, hey, it's worth about this compared to whatever everything else has been selling for. You can offer whatever you want. I mean, it's your money. But just because you're offering it doesn't mean the seller is going to say, oh my God, you're right. I am asking too much for this house. I am like a fool for thinking that I could get that much money for this house. I mean, geez, what was I thinking? Just FYI, that's just not really how it works. Let's just pretend for a minute that miraculously we've managed to open escrow on a house. We've negotiated a contract on a house. It's maybe not perfect, but darn close. But then you're talking to like your mother-in-law or your neighbor, or somebody that's, you know, knows everything about real estate. And they're like, what? That doesn't sound, I mean, I know a guy who bought that exact same house, like, for way less, and he had like a better, you know, everything. You can't steal, and that's fine. We'll just start from scratch. How hard can it be to find another perfect house for a great price? Can't be that hard. So, anyway, if you have any questions or comments, if you want to join me on a stock-up trip to Total Wine, hey, you know where to find me, Kristin at HereInPhoenix.com. That's where I'd be happy to hear from you, and you just go out there and make it a great day. Okay? Because in the end, it's all about you. In the end, we want you to be happy.